2 years ago, I switched my traditional IRA from E-Trade to Fidelity and switched up my portfolio just a bit. Stick around to see how my portfolio did and which ETF doubled in value. Hi everyone, this is Camilla, the Focus Spender, and welcome to my channel. On my channel, I teach you how to get out of debt, save more money, and invest so that you can build wealth and leave a lasting legacy. So years ago, this is even before I switched from E-Trade to Fidelity, I rolled over all of my old 401ks, 403bs into a traditional IRA. And I'm going to leave a link to my video explaining what I did, how I did it. It might be a little bit outdated, but you'll get the point. So the whole point of moving your old 401ks and old 403bs out of your old company's retirement plans is that you have no control over your money when it's with them. They could just stop. They could just move your money into whatever fund and you'll have no idea. The company could go out of business. They can switch from one vendor to another. All of a sudden you're going to be charged with a gazillion fees. So you really need to make sure that if you have any old 401ks, old 403bs just lying out there, move your money, take your money out, move it into a traditional IRA so that you can decide how you want to invest your money. So that's what I did years ago. I moved it, and it eventually ended up into E-Trade after some companies did some mergers, etc., etc. So anyways, the money went into E-Trade. I picked, I had 3 different funds, and then I decided to move it over to Fidelity because, you know, they had all these low fees and I just wanted to try it out. So I did that 2 years ago. Last year I did an update video as to where I put my money, and I'll leave that in the description box below. But today I want to give you another update because I'm doing quite okay. Like seriously, it's doing pretty well, and I wanted to make sure I shared it with you. So just to give you a breakdown of my overall account, 85% are in stocks, 13% are in alternatives, and 2% is in bonds. And I figured this out because I went to personalcapital.com and I did my investment checker. And so if you want to know how to do that, please click on the video that's popping up on the screen right now, and then that way you can see how you can use Personal Capital to give yourself an investment checkup. So as you can see, my account is extremely aggressive and it might be time to rebalance, but I'm not quite ready to give up on the gains that I've been gaining, so I'm not too sure. So to give you an idea of how my account has done, over the past year, my account grew by 48.16%. That's almost double. So when I compare that to the S&P 500, that grew by 45.98%, so I beat the market. However, the Dow Jones grew a little bit higher at 51.01%. But either way, those gains are phenomenal. Like, people kind of think that investing in IRAs, mutual funds, ETF, they think it's boring. But the gains you get from just being boring and letting the market do its thing is out of control. So I think about last year, the market tanked. It went crazy. It was going up and down. People were trying to sell off their 401ks, and I'm like, it's not going to be like this forever. It's not going to be like this forever. And obviously I didn't do anything. I just let it ride out and it worked in my favor. So I hope and pray that you did the same, that you did not sell off your 401ks last year. You didn't do anything crazy. And if you ever see other dips, just let it go. Just let it ride. The money is going to come back. Just be patient. Unless you're about to retire tomorrow, it's fine. So let's look at exactly how each individual ETF did. So the first account that I want to talk about is my T. Rowe Price Real Estate Fund, which is the TRREX. So that has an expense ratio of 0.78%, which is kind of high. The current price is $18.52. When I initially purchased it, it was $13.54, and last year it was at $17.68. So my account has grown 36% over the life of me having it, but realistically it is kind of doing a little bad right now. At some point in the last few months, the price was at $22, so it was way higher than it is right now, and then there was a drop, a significant drop off one day, and so my account value is a little bit lower than I would like, but it's still doing pretty well overall. So the next account is the FBIFX, which is the Fidelity Freedom Index 2040 Fund, and that's the one that I bought when I rolled over my account from E-Trade to Fidelity. And so when I purchased it, the price was at $16.29. Last year it was at $15.88, and right now it's at $22.42. So my account value has grown 37%. When I bought it, I spent $7,500 on it, and now it's at $10,000. So that is a nice growth rate for me, so I'm happy with it. However, the fund that stole the show is my T. Rowe Price Growth Stock Fund, PRGFX. And so that expense ratio is a little bit high, it's 0.64%. But when I bought it, the price was at $43.56. Last year, this time, the price was at $72.77. This year, the price is at $102.14. So overall, the price has jumped well over 100%. Well over 100%. So my account has doubled and then some. So I paid $11,942. The value of this fund is now at $28,000. I could not have gotten this return letting my money just sit in random places with random old jobs. This just was not going to happen, because definitely would have been eaten up with fees, and I would have had zero control of where the money was being invested. So I'm really, really happy that I took the chance and I just moved my money. So reminder, I'm not telling you to go out and buy these specific funds, but I am telling you to go out and move your money and take control of it and pick the funds that are going to work best for you. Don't let your money sit with someone else. If you need some guidance on how to invest your money, I have a free guide that I'll link below, the 14 questions you should be asking yourself before your next investment. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like it, share it with your friends, and I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.